8 billion people on the planet, but there's 100 billion conspiracies. You see, a lot of agendas that is transpiring for personal gain, and there's a lot of wicked people in the world. There's a lot of good people in the world. However, during our daily lives, we only can control what we can control. I never seen a brink truck following behind a hearse. One thing for sure is that we all gonna take that final pack. No matter what, we all gonna take that final pack. But there's a billion conspiracies, guys. Billions and billions of conspiracies. I was sitting back last week and I seen the school shooting in Georgia, right? And so the internet is so saturated. Like YouTube, TikTok is so saturated because people looking at the internet is an out for money and to work for freedom. Like, looking at it like they could be freelancers and make their own content, get paid, know how to go clock in at no 9 to 5 job or no 7 to 3:30 job or whatever you want to call it. But I was looking at the school shooting, and right before that happened, I had flew to Las Vegas. And once I entered the airport and I checked my bags in and I went through TSA in that back area, I feel safe. I feel safe. Even though I was about to get on the plane, and whenever you get on a plane, things can happen, but I feel safe. And I just think about the kids that go to school, kids that's in schools. You know, why is there not a systematic system designed like that for the schools? You know, I mean, year in, year out, these things occur. These school shootings happen, and everybody want to say, most people want to say, well, take the guns, and everybody want to point the finger, but not really come up with a true solution. So a true solution is, let's treat the schools like we treat airports and like we treat courthouses and like we treat federal buildings. Let's put we see millions and millions of people go to the airport for holidays, make their flights. So why these devices are not at schools to protect the kids? That's just one topic. That's just one thing I just want to throw out there, because it's 8 billion people on the planet and it's 100 million conspiracies. 100 million. We got scientists that's trying to play God, create things, and then try to create solutions for the things that they created. You know, and everything that they create have side effects that can harm something else. When you sit back and you just look at it, we got Chase Bank, the banking system been allowing people, you know, to withdraw over their accounts and over their limits. And people so greedy for money, so money hungry, don't realize that they have to pay whatever bank they got out because they social security numbers and identification and all that stuff is tagged to their accounts. If not, they got to do second chance banking, and it can hinder their credit. We got people that's on the internet telling people how to go about getting $100,000, but they're telling them how to go about getting $100,000 loan, having people think that this money is just some grant given money. We got people on the internet talking about Venezuelans is taking over. On my way to the airport, on my way back from the airport, by surprise, I called an Uber, and the driver, I asked him what country it was from, and the driver was a Venezuelan, and we talked about Michael Jordan, LeBron James comparisons, and all those types of things. And if it was for the social media and the media, I would have thought that individual was a bad person because of what the stigma that social media influence and the media put on those people. And my driver, like I said, my driver was a Venezuela. He even told me that I asked him, I said, so what's your country choice of beer, right? He told me it was Polar. And I was like, Polar? Yeah, he was like, Polar like the bear. Salute, Alex. And so, but if you listen to the media and you listen to social media, they have you thinking that all Venezuelans is bad people. You see, there's bad people in every culture, point blank, period. It's not a culture that's walking the earth where everybody is just on positive vibes. There's bad people, white, black, Asian, Mexican, you name it, Indian. There's bad people in every culture. But the root of all evil is money. You know, it's money. It's less. It's having less than others that put you in a greedy place to make you want. You know, and that's all influenced by television and worldly things. And as I started off saying this within this live, I never seen a brink truck or U-Haul with anybody personal belongings following behind them when they take that final ride in the hearse. Never seen it. Never seen it because you can't take none of this stuff with you when you go. Can't take none of it with you. Salute, 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 most headed. You can't take none of this stuff with you. None of it can be taken with you. You know, every day when I come across people, I try my best to treat people how I want to be treated. You know, because in life, you're not perfect. You're going to have flaws and mistakes. But the idea is to treat people how you want to be treated. Salute, Allison. Salute, salute. You know, that's the idea. I was looking at the stock market, for example. In 2020, the stock market supposedly crashed. 2020, where all markets were closed, you know, due to the invisible enemy. However, the world rebound with the markets and it's actually higher than it was in 2020, which is within 4 years. So the point I'm making is that when people say the market's gonna crash and and the world gonna end, and the world won't end, we gonna end. You gonna die, I'm gonna die, and you won't be able to take none of the worldly things with you. So you want to have a legacy where when someone speak of you or speak about you, you was a good person. That's the legacy you want to have. You want to raise your kids, your sons and daughters to be men and women, you know, respectfully. You know, you can't take nothing with you. Life is short, man. I witnessed a lot of people as I was coming up. I witnessed a lot of people that's no longer here. And they died before they touched 25 years old. A lot of people. And I really didn't start seeing different places in the world until I hit my 30s. So I know that a lot of people don't know what life has to offer. A lot of people life get cut short, because of uh, ignorance, because of the lack of knowledge, the lack of wisdom, the lack of having someone there to teach them or being acceptance to teaching that's being put upon them. God, God is amazing. God is amazing. You know, if you Christian, if you Muslim, if you Buddhist, Hindu, whatever you is, God is amazing. The Most High is amazing. You know, and a lot of people have learned, they have fell back from the Most High. You know, They'll fell back, you know. And this world will beat you up. It really would definitely beat you up, you know. 2020, I see that I got Alex in here and I got Allison in here. 2021, I learned a whole lot about Australia. I learned so much about Australia. So much. So much about Australia. So much. Learned about Melbourne. I learned about Sydney, Pearl. I learned about so much about Australia. And I learned it because the people was protesting for freedom. They just wanted to walk the streets. They just wanted to hang out. They just wanted to have freedom, sit at a restaurant. And they were treated like animals by authority figures, you know, in front of the world. And that one just happening in Australia. It was happening in Switzerland. It was happening all over the world. Austria, all over the world. And God is amazing, man. God put so much in front of your eyes, and you know, God is always on time. It's so many people talking about the movie on Netflix, Deliverance. You know, I ain't watching that. You know, I just stumbled up across a couple of people pages, and the energy that they say the movie bring. I won't watch that. Because I'm in a positive space. And like I said, twice tonight, I never seen a brink truck, or I never seen a U-Haul with someone's personal belongings following them to the cemetery. You know, I never seen it. So you can't take nothing with you. You can't take life for granted. That's why you treat others like you want to be treated. You treat others like you want to be treated. World War III was supposed to transpire 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. You know, and people, you got some people who just prepping, but they're not enjoying life. They're not even getting out here seeing what life has to offer, because the internet has wrapped up around their head that the world gonna end and things gonna end. It's not like that. It's not like that. You have to get out and enjoy yourself. You have to get out and see what other cultures like. You can't let the TV or the internet mentally hold your compa- take your mental into capacity. You can't allow that. Can't allow that. You got to get out and enjoy life. You have to. You know, Getting back to the schools though, because the kids are important. The kids are the future. You go to any courthouse, there are gonna be multiple security and police officers right there for metal detectors, and they even gonna randomly pat you down. So I'm just saying, for schools across the world where things happen or occur, why are not metal detectors at every school entry point? Why are they not? Why the kids don't have the same protection that politicians have? I'm like when you can't go to Congress step, or you can't go to the Parliament, or you can't go to none of these government buildings without being checked thoroughly. You know. However, the school and the kids are not getting the same attention and protection that these individuals who create and pass laws are getting. Got to make it make sense. You got to make it make sense, guys. You know, got to make it make sense. I just came on here tonight because, um, first and foremost, all glory go to the Most High, and it was on my heart to come on here and talk about the school kids, and just talk about the state of the world, and talk about that don't get caught up into uh, not living. Don't get caught up into not enjoying life, because tomorrow not promised. The next 30 minutes not promised. The next 30 seconds not promised. You know, if you got issues with a family member and you know that you have love in your heart for that family member or either a friend, it don't hurt for you to pick up the phone and try to hash those things out, be the bigger person, because you may not get the opportunity to be able to hash those things out. That's how short life is. Salute. Thank everybody for rocking with me. And I'm going to continue to rock with you guys.